2, 3, 4, hit it!
Welcome to Loveline
with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I'm still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down. All right, keep your shirt on.
Loveline's meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
All right. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He is a board-certified physician, an addiction medicine specialist, and I'm sick tonight, Drew.
Yeah?
Yeah, so you're carrying the show.
Where's your carrot juice?
I drank it on the way in.
All right. I knew you wouldn't be sick without that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll tell you my theory on sickness. It's the same theory a lot of people have, like after the connecting rod goes through the side of the engine block, then they dump the oil in.
Right.
Thinking maybe they can remedy some horrible damage that could never be fixed by just 30 weight.
Yes, there's another name for that other than theory. Maybe abject, massive denial.
Right, it's denial. I abuse myself the entire week, and then
shocked when you get sick.
Then a day after I get sick, I start drinking juice.
Yeah,
and I drink I drink 4 ounces of carrot juice, and I go, "What's up with this crap? It's not working at all. I feel like hell."
4 ounces? You take like 4 gallons.
I know, but after 4 ounces, I'm PO'd that it's not working.
You know, the love thing about this show, we were yelling at each other as we go into this show, and now we're friends again.
Yes, we certainly are.
And we'll be enemies in a moment.
All right, so, and I took some, like, anti-cold pills. Let me explain the sensation I have with the cold pills. I was driving over here. I felt like I was sitting on my love seat going down the 405, and I felt like I was going about 10 miles an hour, and I looked down at the speedometer, I was doing 85.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a good sign.
Yeah.
What'd you take?
I don't know.
What'd you take?
I swear to God, I went into whatever my roommate has, a whole medicine cabinet full of junk, and I grabbed...
Adam, please.
I think I may be on birth control, actually. I'm not sure what he's taking.
Come on.
What do you mean?
I mean, you could at least call me and ask me what you should and shouldn't be taking. Come on.
Well, what do you mean? It was like, cold capsules.
What? Contact, something like that?
I don't know. They're all the same. It's a thing came in a box, a couple little tablets, and then I took a few more later on.
Oh, no.
Well, I waited like an hour and a half, but they were like 12-hour time release ones. So I'm flying pretty good about now, and thankfully I got a cup of coffee here, so all will be well. All right, Yusuf.
Hello.
You're 25?
Yes, I'm 25. I have a question for Dr. Drew, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Last year, my 2 sons were by my aunt's house, and my cousin was watching them. They're both 19 twins, and one cousin was going out.
Well, the cousins are both 19?
Yeah, they're twins, 19.
And how old are your kids?
2 and a year at the time.
All right.
Now my oldest is 3, and May come in, the other one will be 2.
All right.
And one of the cousins were going out and told the other cousin to watch the boys while he went out, and apparently she didn't hear him say that. So
hold on. The cousins are both females.
No, male and female.
Fraternal twins.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, so he tell her that he's gone off for a second, watch the kids. Apparently she didn't hear. So he left, and I get a call that I got to come over there quick because the youngest one fell in the pool. Anyway, make a long story short,
I've lost my sound.
Oh, okay, I can hear.
Yeah,
there we go. Okay,
the oldest one apparently went in the back, opened the sliding glass door.
Yeah.
The youngest one always followed the oldest one naturally, and the youngest one fell in the pool, and the only reason someone found the boy in the pool because the oldest one ran out in the street and a neighbor saw him crying.
Oh my God!
So he basically witnessed the whole thing.
Oh.
And cops came, everything, and we over there, and they really don't know how long he was in the pool for.
The youngest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's now, I guess you could say, brain dead. The the part that's his personality
Yeah.
is no longer there.
I haven't a drug.
Just his the one to control his lungs, breathing,
All
whatever.
right. Okay. Got it.
Is he in the hospital?
Yeah.
He is. And this was a year ago.
Yeah, this is in August, almost a year ago.
All right.
So
basically,
yeah.
my question was,
Oh, boy.
the youngest one, he's been like asking for his brother.
Oh my God.
He's been having dreams about water.
You have got to. Don't the people at the hospital offer you a therapist for this child?
Well, that's the thing.
Wait a minute. I thought that was the youngest one that went in the pool.
Yes, it was the youngest one.
The oldest one is asking for his brother, and
The
having dreams about water.
Yeah, the oldest one. He's
said
been
the
running around
youngest
the house
one.
asking for Javen, asking when Javen's coming home,
boy.
stuff like that. I was just wondering, how can I give? He's 3 now. He turned 3 in December.
Well, obviously, not only has he had to deal with the trauma of having witnessed all this, but his parents, the turmoil you guys went through, and I mean, this child needs help. And I would think the service that your youngest child is being treated under would be able to provide you with something.
What is the plan for the youngest child?
There's no plan. He's at a place. It's called a subacute care, and basically they said he's going to be like that for the rest of his life.
Subacute?
It means like a subacute hospital.
It's
a nursing home that can handle ventilators and respiratory problems.
Exactly.
So he's on a machine.
Yeah.
And so let me ask a couple questions. As hard as they may be, just because I'm a layman in this field. If this happened to a person that was 60, they wouldn't keep him for a year, would they? I mean, they would pull the plug.
As a matter of fact, when it just happened, like a week after, the doctor was like, he's not going to make it because, they put stuff in the back of his throat, and then if he doesn't gag after like 3 or 4 days.
Right, it's no brain.
Yeah, so, and they took him off the machine, and he would not go.
He breathed.
Just kept on breathing.
So kept breathing. For how long?
For about 3-4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah.
And so then they put him back on the machine?
No, we had him home for a while. Actually, it's probably longer. It's about 2 months.
You had him home for a couple of months?
Yeah, we had him home under a care where the nurse would come out and make sure we're doing everything okay.
And he's able to do nothing?
Nothing, just breathe on his own at the time.
Right, he just stays in his crib kind of thing? I mean,
he doesn't turn or anything.
Okay. And is there a difference between when he's asleep and when he's awake?
When he's asleep, his eyes are closed like he is asleep. But when he's awake, his eyes are open. But other than that, that's it.
And so nothing would register if you waved your hand in front of him or something like that. Okay, so now he's back at the hospital.
He's back at the hospital.
Why?
He had pneumonia.
Okay.
So that's why the doctor put him on a machine actually.
And where are you at with all this? I mean, are you realistic about what the prognosis is? I mean, do you think he'll live? Do you think he'll have some recovery? Are you hoping and praying, or?
I am. I've talked to a couple of people that this happened to. There was this lady. Her son actually drowned too, just like the same thing. She told her husband, "Hey, the kid's coming out the back," and he didn't hear.
Okay, and
the kid basically lived to about 15, but as a vegetable.
Yeah.
And is that what you?
That's what the doctors are telling me.
That
Right.
what you want
But
to do?
what would you want for your son?
I would love for him to come back.
Well, I mean, obviously, in a best case scenario, but how long are you prepared? I mean, I guess what I'm asking is when it's a horrible choice for a parent to make, but he can now exist without the aid of the machine?
Not at the moment, but you probably will be able to.
Yeah, well, but eventually he got pneumonia.
See, what they have to decide is if he gets the pneumonias in the
Do
future,
you
just let
take
it go.
care of him?
Yeah.
And what is your feeling about that?
Well, I leave it. I'm sorry to say that, but I leave it up to my wife because
All right.
she's like,
Well, listen,
Right.
listen. What you got, listen. These are very difficult, very personal choices, but most importantly, you gotta help the child that's healthy.
Okay.
And you need to get him some help. He is a trauma survivor now, and you don't want to keep creating increasing levels of trauma for him by all the turmoil in the family and non-attention to his needs. You gotta get. It's gonna be long-term therapeutic involvement for him, and really work on healing the trauma that he's been through.
Well, so he needs to speak to the doctors at the hospital, who I'm
Absolutely,
sure
yeah.
used to dealing with this.
And
But let me
gets-
ask you this, Drew.
Yeah.
How traumatic is it for a 2-year-old at the time or something, whatever the older son was at the time, someone that young to see somebody go into a pool? I mean, they're not eaten by a bear. It's not a lot of blood and noise and stuff. It's somebody falling into a pool. He got the idea it wasn't a good thing, but do you know what I'm saying?
It can be profound still.
It is.
Yeah, it can be.
But
Doesn't
not
have to be.
as bad as
As a horrible thing. Yeah, no.
being attacked by a bobcat or something.
Yeah, but still, I think they kind of understand death. They kind of understand something horrible happened, and
Right.
and they watch their parents get traumatized, and yeah, it's bad.
All right, but good times.
Yeah, why
All
not?
right, we'll be back.
Loveline, back in a minute.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew over there. I know this music's supposed to be really cool, but I think it sucks. I can't stand this song.
Really?
Yeah, I saw these guys on Saturday Night Live.
Who is it?
I don't know. White Snake.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Why do you got to screw with the White Stripes every single
White
time?
Stripes.
This song sucks. It just sucks. I just don't
I
like
think they're
it.
one of the best bands to come out in the last 6-7 years.
I know, but they're for people that don't know that much about music to pretend like they're cool.
so off, dude.
That's exactly right. Were they on Saturday Night Live?
How much do you know about music? You play the Fish.
Is it like 2 people?
Yeah, it's brother, sister,
Yeah.
married couple. I don't know.
They just sit there and look cool.
I don't like them at all, and their
cool.
fans are horrible.
They
but
got a lot of
they got great music.
attitude. Yeah, well, that's a great song, that drums and the guitar. It's a hot tune. Drew, you love that song,
Love
right? Rachel?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, that's cool. I don't want to, listen, there's a handful of bands that you got to say are cool so people think you're cool.
Yeah, Anderson does a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yes, like what
That
you got to
is
do.
so on me.
I know that.
It's the White Stripes. Here's what I'm saying. In the 80s, you had to say you were into like early REM, made you cool.
Eraser.
And in the 90s, you got to say that you're. I'm trying to think of the band. Radiohead. Recently you got to say you're into Radiohead. That was about 5 years ago. That makes you cool. And we're starting to get into like the White Stripes for the make you cool band.
All right, Rachel,
Thank
what's going
you.
on?
Go
Rachel's
ahead.
20.
Hey guys.
No one ever argues with you, by the way, either. You just go like this. You go, well, what are you into? Well, I was into early REM. Then I got into Radiohead. I got into White Stripes. And everyone goes, oh yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah. And some early Lou Reed.
Dude,
Early
it's
Lou
all
Reed.
about Duran
Early
Duran
Lou Reed.
all the time. Duran Duran.
Early Lou Reed. I was into Lou Reed. No one ever argues. It's because no one knows a Lou Reed song.
Right.
Lou Reed doesn't know a Lou Reed song, but everyone just nods their head. Oh, yeah, Lou Reed. No, I'm cool. This guy must know something. Quick, go.
I've been dating a guy for I think it's been 5 months now, and I lost contact with him whenever he went into rehab, long-term residential rehab.
You were dating him? Whoa. Dating him how long?
5 months.
And how long has he been in treatment?
He's been in treatment for the past 2.
So you were with him when he was using.
He was trying really, really hard to quit. Because I live in a different town from him.
Right, but he was using. What was he using?
Pain pills mainly.
All right, so he's an opiate addict, and he was using, and then he went into treatment.
Yeah.
And what's the question?
Well, anyway, whenever he went into treatment, I didn't hear from him for 2 months because I guess he wasn't able.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. What do you mean whenever he went into treatment?
When he went into treatment, he went in at first for detox, and then he got out, and he comes running to me, and he's all crying, and I'm there for him. I'm his shoulder to cry on.
No, that's not the way you handle this.
Well,
Wait, that's enabling his opiate addiction.
well, he didn't use whenever he was around me. It was always whenever he went away from me. But anyway, during this 2 months that I didn't hear from him, I started talking to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And this someone else has been out of town for the past 3 weeks.
All right.
And we've been corresponding through letters because we believe that people really
Oh, forget the philosophy part.
but
Yeah,
anyway,
Kelly, you
yeah,
really,
sure.
you listen.
Alright,
Whatever
so-
you think, it's not going to be particularly healthy. I mean, you've been with an opiate addict,
Well,
and you're defending the way you
she's got
manage that.
she got a new guy, right?
Yeah, but he's going to be an alcoholic.
You correspond through letters.
Well, this guy sent me a letter proposing to me, a really weird way to propose, but I guess it's thought that counts.
What was weird
Alright.
about it?
But anyway, and this guy is a good guy. His dad is a preacher, and
Yep.
he's a good guy. He's an electrician. He doesn't
Yep.
do drugs. He doesn't drink.
All right, but you're not attracted to him.
Did he at
No,
one
it's
time?
not that. He's a sweet guy. I'm confused because
No,
I
he's a
don't want
sweet-
to knock a man while he's down.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
going to do that. And I care about this guy I've been dating.
All right, hold on a second. Did this new guy used to do drugs or alcohol?
No.
Never.
No, he may have, drink socially, have a few beers, but he doesn't.
All right, here's the deal. What I don't understand is why, if your boyfriend does not want you in his life in a real way, why hasn't he included you in the treatment that he's going through?
He has. He
All right.
has. I am.
All right.
I talk to his family and stuff.
No. It's not. You got to go do the work, go to Al-Anon, get a sponsor, work the steps. If you continue to grow alongside of him while he's growing in his program of recovery, then you could be a healthy choice for him when he gets out.
Yeah, I've done a lot of research myself. It's just
Kelly,
I'm scared of it.
Drew,
Kelly.
shut up. Don't get all sanctimonious on her.
I'm not going to
please.
say this. She's not. Listen.
She's not listening, so what?
Then
No
why do
one
I bother
listens.
talking? Then
Now
forget
listen.
it.
All right,
Hey,
It's the listen.
Kelly.
Yes.
I know Drew makes a point. He wants you to do the work, but I can't figure out if you want to do the work with the old guy or you're interested in the new guy.
I care about the old guy because, for one, no, I do. I really do. He's
How much is it? What guy do you want? The old guy or the new guy?
the new guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The new
What do
guy.
you do?
just
You work
can't
customer
hurt.
service? You
Yeah,
work-
I can't hurt the old guy.
Okay, you want the new guy. All right, then that's
Then
it.
that's fine. You are not good for the old guy unless you are doing work.
Okay.
You will lead to him using opiates again, guaranteed, unless you are working on your own program of recovery to match up with him when he gets out.
Hook up with the new guy.
New guy,
and have
go.
the old guy have the new guy write the old guy a letter, or you write him a letter. You know,
But could that lead to him going back to using whenever he
No,
comes out?
if he comes
not
out,
your fault.
your being with him will make him use again unless you work a program of recovery. I know that is something you can't quite put your head around. That's how it works.
all right.
I've never been addicted to anything.
Kelly, you're a
Yeah,
codependent.
Trish.
You've been
Oh.
whoever. Let me just take a second on this.
Ah.
When somebody is in a relationship with an addict, they fit with that person the way a key fits into a lock. When they go into treatment, that person will change. They need to change rather dramatically. If they try then to get back together with a person that has not changed, that they were with when they were using, the person who they had been with in the past will push them emotionally back to where they were when they were using, and will be the source of a relapse for them. So unless you do work, you will be part of his problem when he comes out.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So even though I'm not an addict, I need to.
You're a codependent. You were in a relationship with him when he was using.
Hold on, Drew. She's not an addict.
Yeah, it has nothing to do
All
with
right.
your using at all.
Kelly, just what? You don't have any kids, do you?
Yeah, I have a 1.5-year-old.
Yeah. I don't know why you had to. I smelled that on you. Why? I thought you've been with this. Is it this guy's kid?
No.
Of course
No,
not.
it's
Okay.
from a past abusive
Yeah,
relationship.
another
All
addict.
right.
Go
What
ahead.
happened? What your
Your dad was
daddy?
an alcoholic abuser?
My dad?
Yeah.
I can't really call my dad that. He goes out and parties every night. I
That seems
stayed
like
at home and took care of my dad.
All right. Well,
Well,
that's
call that an alcoholic.
Yeah, he needs.
You don't want to call him an alcoholic, but he goes out and parties every
well,
night.
He doesn't admit to it, and I can't.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
All right. Listen. No more goddamn kids, please. No more kids, please.
Kelly, you need Al-Anon
And-
worse than anybody I've ever heard. Period. Go do it.
Yeah, I'd like Kelly to represent me if I was ever arrested for anything. It's like, is your dad an alcoholic? I can't say that. I can't say that. He drinks every night. I can't say that. I'd have to take care of him. I can't say that. He parties every night. I can't say that.
He never called himself an alcoholic. Therefore,
He never called himself an alcoholic. Oh, baby, take care of that kid. No more kids. Please, no more kids. Oh, imagine that's your mama. Rachel,
Hey, Adam.
you're 17?
Yeah, I'm 17. Adam?
Yes.
You are really cool, Drew. You're awesome too.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thanks,
Okay,
Rachel.
my question's really for you, Adam. But can I ask Drew a quick question first?
Just go put it out there. We'll deal with it as we deal with it.
If I drink a bottle of Motrin, will that kill me?
It could. Why?
Bottle
What's
of Motrin?
What's the plan here?
What?
What? They have bottle of
What, like 30 tablets or 60 tablets?
No, like the liquid, the children's Motrin.
The children's Motrin.
That's why I said drink. I didn't know they made it liquid form.
Do you know how big a bottle and how many milligrams per cc is in the bottle?
I can check.
I mean, are you trying to kill yourself?
That's the plan, but I was just wondering.
All right, so that's a much bigger issue here. It's not.
You gonna kill yourself?
Is it guaranteed? Like, because I don't want to.
You don't want to mess it up.
Right.
No, it's definitely not guaranteed.
Oh, it's not?
No guarantee.
Yeah.
But if I drink 2 bottles, it's like, what's guaranteed?
I'm not going to give you the guarantees, but I can tell you for sure Motrin would not. Motrin will give you a nice kidney failure and a miserable life.
Oh, so what about Tylenol or something?
We're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. If you're
good.
If what's like the least someone should weigh if they're 5'3.5"?
So you have an eating disorder.
The
and
least?
Yeah.
5'3.5".
Oh.
88 pounds.
Well, you mean the least? That's like Auschwitz least.
Right.
Means like you'd die if you're a pound under this, right? Is that what you're talking about?
There's no
you
such
should say
number.
a higher number.
There's no such number, but listen, why are we answering these questions? We got to find out what's going on.
All right.
Okay, Adam.
What's with your eating disorder, Rachel?
What?
How long you had an eating disorder for?
I don't know.
How long?
Since like the 9th grade.
9th grade. And have you had to be hospitalized for it?
What?
Have you had to be hospitalized for it?
No, people don't know about it really.
Do people know about your depression?
No.
What's up?
And yet you're thinking about killing yourself.
What?
And
yeah, I I have a plan, whatever. Just
Did the Motrin plan?
no, just the killing myself, but I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
going to do it yet.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give you a tip. If you are trying to kill yourself, stay away from the stuff that, labeled children's on it. I mean, you know what I mean? It's probably not the most effective way.
Are things happening in your life that are making...
Yeah, I'll get the other one because that's probably better.
Yeah, don't get the children's
Are things
one.
happening in your life that are making you depressed right now?
Kind of, yeah.
Like what's happening?
It's not really like things. It's just my parents. They're really really strict. We're Jewish, and they're like, oh my God, they're like so. They're like they don't let me do anything.
Really?
So this killing yourself is more...
Jews never kill themselves.
They're like real fanatic. And I'm just not like.
Are they fanatic religious, or they're just?
Yeah.
Is it all religious, or are they just sort of high strung?
No. They're not bad people or anything. They're just so into their religion that it's crazy.
Could you consult with their rabbi to get some help? How to deal with a child that maybe is not as into it as they are?
No, they don't believe in that stuff. They were just trying to make me like them. I know what they're like.
Well, wait a minute. What do they want you to do? Are they Hasidic Jews?
Yeah.
And what do you guys?
All that crazy stuff, Adam.
I swear to Christ, it's when my power was out last night, I was sitting around at 12:30 staring at a candle and reading a magazine next to a candle, and I was like, "This is how the Hasidim live on Saturdays. This is it, right?
Well,
no power or anything, right?
No, you can leave the lights on. You can't turn them on.
Oh, I love that. And you guys can do wash, but you got to put your washing machine on a timer, right?
Well, don't you think that's a little crazy?
Yes, I know. That's what I keep telling all these religious idiots about. They can't turn.
And whenever I
turn stuff
Adam,
on and off.
Oh, listen to this.
No.
Oh my God. Yes. What do they say when you quote Adam Carolla?
They're like, where do you get these crazy ideas? And they never. I'm like always quoting Adam.
No, they're like, "Fair, goyim."
Yeah.
All right, listen, Rachel. You're not going to kill yourself. That's a horrible, horrible plan. Horrible. How else are we going to go to the prom if you kill yourself? Yeah?
No one will know I'm gone. Don't worry.
I'll know when I don't have a prom date come June.
Right?
You'll take your wife. Okay, anyway.
Oh.
Rachel, here's your plan. You get a good grades in school, you go away to college.
Yeah.
That's your plan.
They're not okay with college because college is co-ed.
Oh, what do they want you to do?
I don't know. They want me to go to like an all-girls seminar.
Well, what do you do now? You go to school?
Yeah. An all-girls religious.
All girls religious school.
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel, what you need to do Because I know you want your parents to listen to you, and they won't listen to you.
No, I know what they're like. I gave up on them. You know, I might as well face reality. They're never gonna.
Yeah, but you're giving up, but you're still acting out upon them by acting out on yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna aggress against them by hurting yourself.
You ever see?
As though that's the only way you could do it.
Yeah. You ever see that remake of The Jazz Singer?
No. What happens?
What jazz singer?
Huh?
What jazz singer?
Neil Diamond plays a jazz singer. His dad is a rabbi. Doesn't want him to go into entertainment. Wants him to be a rabbi.
Interesting.
Yeah, you got to rent that, Rachel. Give you some perspective.
Does he try to kill himself?
Yeah. Drank 70 gallons of children's aspargum. Yeah, he chewed up. No, listen, Rachel.
Yeah.
Listen, baby. Come on, no killing yourself. That's a ridiculous idea. And you got to find somebody to talk to at that school and explain to them what's going on.
Right.
Talk to Mandy.
Okay.
She sweats profusely, so she said we're kindred spirits. Mandy?
Hi. So for the past year, I've been excessively waking up with excessive amounts of sweat. It's obviously, like urine and everything else. And I'm scared that I'm going through like an early menopause or something.
Hold on. First off, is urine and everything else?
Huh?
You mean it's a body fluid? Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, so...
Well, you said it's like urine and everything else.
I mean, it smells like it because, it's the skin is...
Body odor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, wait a second.
I know.
Hold on. I wake up in a puddle. I'm sweating excessively. It smells like urine.
It's like urine and everything else. Quote.
What is it? And then it smells like urine, she said.
Nah.
She said it smelled like urine.
BO, I think she means.
Well, you fed her the BO line. Mandy, what?
I'm saying that I wake up and I'm completely drenched and it smells really bad like urine. And besides...
Could it be urine?
Genius. And then my soul leaks out through my rectum. It's brown.
It smells like stool.
It smells like stool. It's suspicious because I ate corn chowder. Hear me out. The night before, and if I didn't know it was my soul, if I did not know it was my soul being extruded in my sleep, I would swear it was. I mean, it had a flavor of stool. You wake up in a puddle of something that smells like urine
and immediately go sweat.
Got to be sweat. Yeah. How about just call it? Why don't we just say it was perfume that was leaking out of you, or maybe like saline solution or something
holy
even
water.
Better than sweat. Yeah. What about holy water? Mandy, how do you know it's not urine?
No, it is sweat. Trust me. I wake up in a cold sweat, in a disgusting cold. I am drenched in. I'm not saying I'm in a puddle. I'm drenched in a cold sweat.
Yeah, but it smells like urine.
Why does it smell like urine?
Because, I mean, sweat obviously smells bad, right? I mean, that's what my boyfriend says. He said it smells like urine. That's his...
Maybe it is
quote.
Urine.
Not all over my body. No.
All right, well, listen. Here's the deal. Are you on any medication?
I'm on a birth control pill and, like, an antidepressant.
Which one?
On Effexor.
That can cause some sweating. Number two,
Effexor can cause some sweating?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you just doing this when you're with him or every night no matter what?
No, just with him. And it's it's getting to the point where...
What is it about being with him? Is it heavier sheets? Is it
another body?
No, I know it bothers her then, but is it possible you're drenching...
No. There's a heat source in the sack with her.
All right, but is it possible you're getting drenching sweats on other nights other than with him?
And not as much. It's not as often.
But the reality is that drenching night sweats is a medical issue.
It is?
Could be from your medication. It's definitely not menopause, though. The birth control pills can also be associated with this. But a drenching night sweat needs to be considered a medical problem to proven otherwise. Things like TB, leukemia, all kinds of things can do this. It's probably nothing, but it needs to be checked out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't deathly because I have extremely swollen lymph nodes, too, for the past year.
That's lymphoma, leukemia, yes. Night sweats, night fevers,
so I should
absolutely.
Just go to my doctor and get tested.
Very quickly.
Okay.
Like tuberculosis, other things called sarcoidosis, other lymphatic-borne diseases can cause night sweats. Absolutely.
Mandy must have been hot. Mandy, are you hot?
Kind of. Next door.
Girl next door.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah,
Please
this
get
night
checked out
sweats is
right
serious.
away.
I know,
Right
because
away.
I only get it like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
3 drenches.
I told you, get checked out.
Yeah, checked out. All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam, and it's Drew. Yeah! Woo! Good time. Drop and try. I'll do the the morning radio DJ version of My Neighbor's Dog, Moon, Attacked Me. It's doing about 18 seconds here, right?
All right.
Blah, 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 dingo, blah, 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 drop and trowel, blah, 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 moon, blah, 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 attack, blah, 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 tears in the eyes, blah, 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 sprinkler key, blah, 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 ineffective, blah, 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 impotent dad, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Now, Drew, you would have to laugh once in a while if we were really doing some morning radio.
You're right, and ring a bell.
Just laugh.
All right.
Just once.
Right.
Let's try it.
I'm not doing morning radio, though.
You listen for my punchline in cadence. You won't actually hear one.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sam, some say, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Drew, blah, 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 blah.
Don't, man, don't.
Blah, 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 blah. Hey, blah, blah, blah.
No.
Blah, 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 blah. I won't.
He will.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, those good times. 758. Hey, well then,
So cool.
What? Why is it bombs up in a ball of See how it works?
Yeah,
you don't need to listen to the words. You listen for the cadence.
Right, that's right. And we all laugh together then.
That's
how it works, right?
I crack myself up. You understand? And you feel when a joke is coming, and you laugh. That's good radio.
Priscilla,
Yes.
you got another call coming in?
Yeah, I do.
All right. You want to take that?
Yeah, hold on.
All right, hang on a second.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
4.
Yeah, 4. 4? Mm-hmm. Ron?
Yeah.
What's happening?
How's it going?
Good. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, buddy. I got a question for you.
All right, buddy. What's up?
This is for Kimball. Hey, what is your whole beef with junior colleges?
Waste of everyone's time.
Well, not only
My
that,
tax
Ron
money.
is making the point vividly for us here about junior colleges.
Hey. No,
You smell something burning?
though, I mean,
Yeah, I smell something
There's something
burning.
burning here, guys. Hold on a second. Hang on
Yeah,
a second.
that's Ron's brain
And
cells.
by the way, the lights flickered on and off in here too around the.
All right. Well, listen, we got a small electrical fire going in the studio here, Drew. Come on, buddy. Don't worry about it.
did you?
Hold on a second. It's too bad Westwood 1's not on fire.
I mean, it really is.
Remember that it was like 8 years I was there praying that dump would burn down. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now
we got
now we're
fire
at a nice
K-Rock.
studio and it's burning.
What is that?
All right. Don't
You
worry.
what?
Engineer Chris is on it.
Yeah. Don't. Pick
Yeah,
your
we're
face.
cool.
What's the smell about?
Well, listen. Here's the thing. It smells synthetic.
It smells.
By
like
the way, there's not a
burning.
thing in the studio. It's not made of plastic or some sort of DuPont fire something, right?
But
I mean,
look, it's hazy.
This place would melt faster than it burned.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're getting 5 kinds of brain cancer sitting here.
That's what
Drew.
I'm talking about.
It's all good. Yeah. As you know, I have environmental allergies.
Molds.
Yeah, killer molds, and then the fibers in the synthetic carpets also.
Yeah.
Those are another set of nut jobs we need to get rid of, by the way. Drew, don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. I can barely breathe.
It's a little hazy in here. There's
It is hazy, yeah.
Something is obviously burning. I'm going to go with electrical fire.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
You smell that?
Producer Ann is in
Crazy,
here.
yeah.
She's brought her nose.
How hazy it is in here.
You can see smoke. Well, Chris is on it. Chris, what do you got, buddy? Chris went out, took a leak, and he came back. He forgot why he left.
We're going to call the engineer. So
He's gonna call
How
the
about the
engineer.
fire department?
Oh, please.
No, we're not on
Scott Mason.
Not a fire, it's smoke. I can't breathe.
You can breathe. Come on.
Well, I
Look at
can
your
breathe.
hypochondriac.
Breathe, but I'm saying.
Let's go. Just turn the air on. Let's suck it up. Yeah, we're cool. There's no problems. All right. Ron over here was saying something.
He was proving the point about the JC. He's making it.
Yeah, I think he's just stoned and wanting to talk.
Well, and
Ron?
Yeah.
All right, so you want to know why I bag on junior colleges?
Yeah. What's the deal?
All right. I'm putting Ron on the phone because it's like I can hear him thinking. He thinks loud. You know? Okay, here's the thing about junior colleges. A good concept, but not really if you think about it. It's really a place. It's purgatory for bad high school students who don't want to get jobs. And Drew doesn't want to pass judgment because Drew was one of these chosen one types, silver spoon types, went to a nice college. I went to junior college along with a lot of my loser friends. I know what this is. This is you're a horrible student in high school, and all of a sudden, you now have a place you can go where it's like high school. They don't take attendance. No one calls your folks when you don't show up. You just kill time there.
Right.
It's made.
Well, it was supposed to be for adults, right?
Here's what it's made for. Junior college is made for people who come from other countries to this country who want to either learn English as a second language or continue their education or get certified in this country and whatever they were certified in their country. People who are serious, not slacker dropout losers who are stoners in high school, are going to continue their crappy student ways. You guys should be going to work or joining the military. There's a reason you're not in college. It's because you're a bad student.
Right.
All right. And nurses.
Nursing is good.
Yeah,
Junior
nursing's
college has good nursing training.
I don't know that.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Here's all I know. If you want to enter some sort of program that takes a year or two, it's just a fast track program for something, fine. You just go in there, playing a little hacky sack, a little co-ed this, and taking a little general that. You'll just be floating around for 6 years before your stepmom boots you out of the garage. That's basically how it works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, waste of time. Meanwhile, we're subsidizing it, and everyone looks at it as something noble. Where are you going? Oh, you're continuing your education. What do you continue, stoner? You got stoned your senior year. You never did anything. That's why you're going there. Right. So there's a big pack of losers. And by the way, they just sit around and plot against a man.
Yeah.
Everyone there's angry. They're all cast-offs. They're all losers. No one can make it. The faculties are losers. The students are losers.
It must have nothing to do with their responsibility in the whole situation.
Yeah, everyone just sits there and complains about the government. Okay. That's basically, unless it's a democratic government in there in which they just sit there and complain about their family. Priscilla?
Yes?
And then you get people like my mom who go to the goddamn choir practice there. They've been there for 30 years. And then I got to go to all the stupid choir shows and the bake sales and that's things. And
oh, my God. Your life is miserable.
Priscilla?
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Priscilla.
Yeah.
You just go ahead. Go ahead.
You know,
we've tried 4 times to start with Priscilla.
Once a month, I try to take a sip of water.
Yes.
And it never works.
Right.
Because it's me going, caller, go ahead. And then I lean back and take a sip of water, and I hear dead air for a good 5 count, and I got to spit my water out and lean forward. Really?
Yeah.
That's it? They can continuously continuously move my mouth or nothing will happen.
Of dead air.
I just want to take a sip of goddamn water.
Priscilla.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with you. Get out of here. Screwball, their stupid phone. Megan?
Yeah.
Priscilla, hang up if you're listening. I'm done with you. Megan, go ahead. What's up?
I was just sent to a short-term mental ward, I guess you could call it.
Hang on 1 second, Megan. Priscilla, her question was her belly button ring is still red and irritated after 1 year, and the fact is that's a ring that's rejecting, so you got to take it out. It's never going to get better.
Good.
You're having a rejection reaction. Megan, so you were in a hospital, psychiatric hospital.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to commit suicide, but I had carved on my arm. I guess that's part of the reason why I was there, and for drug abuse and anger. So.
And you don't think that's a reason to be put in a hospital?
No, I do, but I don't think that I should have been sent there because I didn't really do anything.
Other than cutting on yourself and doing drugs.
Well, you're not being sent there as punishment. You're being sent there because you're very self-destructive.
Yeah, the things you were doing are very dangerous and a sign of severe emotional distress. What do you think the hospitals are for?
Well, no, I know that they had a good cause, but I seriously don't think I had depression because it was only like a one-time thing.
All right. Well, look, Megan, you're 13, so you don't know anything. So what do you want?
I just wanted, every day they make you talk to a psychiatrist person, and I guess I was diagnosed with depression, so they put me on antidepressants, but I'm really against using those.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't believe in
All right.
using it.
Well, look, you don't have well-formed thoughts. You're not supposed to. Here's the thing, Megan. You got a lot of energy, but you don't have a lot of reason. You know, you're against this. You don't believe in that.
Just
you think you're
because.
an unjustly that. And then when someone says why, you say just because. It's because you're 13, and that's fine. You're in the 7th grade. You're not supposed to have
Actually,
any.
I'm in the 8th, but, you know.
Oh, all right. Well,
Way off, Adam.
I'm
Way
sorry
off. How
about
dare you? Way off.
I made a mistake. Anyway, I'm sorry. What's your question? Look, I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong.
Have
bro.
you stopped the anger outbursts?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Have you stopped cutting on yourself?
Yeah,
Have you continued taking this Alexa?
yeah.
Don't you see? Hang on, Megan. Don't you see a correlation there between the treatment
Well,
you
I
received?
haven't been on the pills very long.
All right.
And how long have you been stopping these behaviors?
Actually, I just got out last week.
Okay.
Last
Now,
Tuesday, I
what I can tell you is, if you know, stopping your treatment, you'll go right back where you started from because there's nothing to take you out of that state. You were in a really very severe situation that has life-threatening implications. It's not up to you really to decide what you should and shouldn't be doing at that point. You should, if you wanted to engage in some other form of treatment, that's fine. Maybe see a therapist and let somebody else take you off, not you make decisions about that.
I think I think Megan needs to break it down now. Let's go, Megan. Let's go. Break it down now. Grab a knee. Don't sit on your helmet. It's not a chair, Drew. That helmet's not a chair. Now break down. Now get a hand in. Let's go now. Now take those meds now. Take that Celexa. You listen to your psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? Come on. People love you, baby. Let's go now. Get a hand in, all right? Let's go now. You're 13. You ain't that smart. You're full of yourself. Stop watching that goddamn cable. Pick up the Bible. Yeah. All right. Take the meds. Looking good. Amy?
Yes.
You're 23?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Well, I have an almost 2-year-old daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling whoever I was talking to earlier that, whenever you have babies, you think, oh, I'm going to bond with them immediately and just have this perfect little person and just feel attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't my case.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel this, attachment for her.
How's the child doing?
She's doing good. She's, I stay home with her, and I'm an ex-preschool teacher, so that's why I think it's kind of weird that I would get attached to all these other little kids, and I can't, bond with my daughter.
Is this something happened to you when you were this age, you think?
I've lived with my grandparents because my mom gave us away to them.
Well,
there you go.
There it is.
And, I just don't see why she, I don't want it to be like a vicious circle because she went through the same thing, My grandma wasn't there for her, but she's there for me, and my grandma is there for my daughter, and I'm not there for her,
Well, you've created the cycle. There you go.
So I'm trying, I try to bond with her. And
You're going to need to get some treatment, Amy, if you really want to make a difference, because these are very, very deep issues for you. Abandonment issues from when you were sort of pre-verbal. To really heal that, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of work. And if you can restore a stable attachment with your daughter, if you get healed. But in the meantime, it's going to be ambivalent and problematic.
All right, but listen here, Amy, all's not lost. But 3 things. No more kids.
That's what I was thinking, no more, because I don't want to.
Yeah, I got it. That's number 1. Number 2, you know, they don't understand all the nuances, meaning the kids. Just try to bond. Act like you're bonding. Be there.
And see,
You may not want to be there. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, everybody tells me, God, you have such a cute little girl.
Yeah, well...
She's so intelligent, and I'm like, yeah, I wish I would see that, and I don't put her down, I don't beat her, or, anything like that.
That's big of you. We'll send you out a windbreaker, but go ahead. Oh, listen, here's this, and get some therapy. But here's what I want to give to everybody.
Act as if you were sane.
This is what I want. This is my point, Drew. People, and I've struggled with this in my life, and Drew hasn't, but many of you. Here's the situation. Yes, your first impulse, because of your bad upbringing, is not to do certain things. Not to show up at work, not to pay a parking ticket.
Or to do certain things, to punch somebody or to be aggressive.
Right. There's certain impulses you have because of less than adequate rearing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're aware of that. And this doesn't have to be a life sentence. I mean, you can be aware. You can be a person who has an instinct to show up late to every job you have. So feel free to set your alarm a half hour early and overcompensate. And you know what? you start showing. I don't care how. If you think yourself's a horrible employee and a person that shows up late, no one will know and no one will care if you're there on time every day. And no matter what you see when you look in the mirror, if you're there, you're there. And that's how society will treat you. And your daughter will respond to this as well. It'll never be quite as good as a mom who's truly and genuinely bonding with her child. But you know what? Tell her she's smart. Tell her she's pretty. Spend time with her. Teach her. Read with her. Do all that stuff. And there won't be any damage. Look at it this way. What if your mom had done that? You wouldn't be calling the show. Okay. We'll be back. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Phone screener Brian, I think the milk has gone south that goes in the coffee. Give that a little sniff. Tell me what you think. Drew's coffee looks like baby crap in the top of it.
Do I have milk or do I have the powder in mine?
You got the powder? You got the milk? Yeah. Oh, you got the milk? Yeah. Go bring the milk in here just for kicks, Brian. This is going to be good. Yeah, be prepared to vomit, Drew.
Oh.
All right. Drew, no monkey with the screen. Sarah?
Yes.
You're 20?
Yes.
What's up?
I progressively have been having random symptoms of something wrong over the past couple weeks. I started dropping a lot of weight for apparently no reason. I'm still eating, in fact, eating more than I usually do to try and counter it, and I've lost about 15 pounds. And then I've become increasingly more and more fatigued, and I'm starting to get like muscle soreness. And the most recent thing that's happened was in the past couple of days, the sides of my eyes were itching, and I noticed that there are little bumps, and nobody can really tell other than me because I know they're there, but it feels like when you rub your fingers on it, it feels like they're dirty and you can rub them off.
Hold on a second. I'm thinking AIDS, but Drew, sniff that milk.
Oh my God. Whoa, mama. Not AIDS, Sarah.
I'm thinking AIDS.
No.
But SARS maybe, but Drew, you got a sniff of
Did you try
the
this?
sniff of the milk?
Yeah, it's that's about as bad as it gets. What's the date? Let's check the date here.
The date's good. The date is the 4th of June, 1979.
Yeah.
No, it's the fridge. The fridge is always like 80 degrees.
Well, it's
hold on a second. How dare you accuse a piece of equipment here at Westwood 1 for not functioning, Anderson? Do you know that before you just start spouting off at the mouth? Have you put a thermometer in there? Have you checked it yourself?
Well, when I want to warm my food up, I put it in there.
Yes. I refuse to believe it's a piece of equipment here at Westwood 2. Listen, Brian, you got now, because we're here, and because even a refrigerator is too advanced a piece of equipment for Westwood 1 to be able to have funcking properly.
Ooh,
you need to actually give it a whiff before you dump it into the coffee.
Look at that. There's cottage cheese on the side of my coffee.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, Drew.
Nice.
Drew, remember 5 minutes ago I said it looked like a baby crap in your coffee?
It does. Well, I thought you meant what was floating on the top. I didn't see the stuff coming down the side.
Yeah, it's on the side.
Yeah.
And thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Let's
so get back to Sarah here. Line 5.
Yeah. Well, bad milk's not going to do anything, though, to you, right?
No.
No.
All right, so Sarah?
Yes.
Weight loss, fatigue, bumps in the sides of the eyes, anything else?
Sore muscles.
Sore muscles, and that's it.
Yeah.
It says up here you've been urinating a lot and
Yeah. And sorry about that.
Okay, well that's actually the key symptom because
urinating a lot.
And excessively thirsty too.
Yeah, you add a polyuria, which is excessive urination, with excessive thirst and weight loss. That is diabetes.
Okay.
That's a classic presentation.
Really?
For diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got to get in right away. There are other things it can be, but that's a classic.
Good times.
Being dehydrated.
Good times.
This is treatable.
All right.
Go get on it.
All right. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Jessica,
Hello.
you're 18.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Okay. I do Ecstasy. I started doing Ecstasy about a year ago, but I didn't start doing it heavy until May of this year. And I'll do up to 4 hits a night, and I'll start sometimes Thursday, but I will definitely do Friday or Saturday. And
My question is, I'm starting to, well, not starting, it's been feeling like this for a month now, since probably like July or something. I get like these pulses. That's the only way I can describe it, like pulses going through my body. And I mean, I'd say to you guys, I know you guys wouldn't understand if I said this to you, but it's like when you do a balloon, when you inhale a balloon and you feel those pulses, like the vibrating pulses.
You mean when you let the air out of a balloon?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, wait a minute. Not when you inhale a balloon, but when you let...
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, slow down, screwball. First off, she's probably just sitting on a curling iron or something.
No, the way Ecstasy makes people's thinking all disjointed.
All right.
She's got the classic
But I'm
stuff
thinking
going.
clearly, so quiet down. When you take...
okay, wait.
And all the pressure and the tangentiality.
Jessica.
What?
I hope you're good looking.
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank God. All right, you have that.
You hear that pressure in her speech?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything for a minute.
All right.
Okay, now, what you're saying is when you untie a balloon and let the air flow out of it, it makes that thing, or when you inhale a balloon? Which one?
After I inhaled, okay, but you're not understanding. I didn't even get my question.
All right, well, make it clear. Go ahead.
All right. What I'm saying is, when I'm not even doing drugs, occasionally I feel these pulses going through my body.
Got that part.
We heard that. What about the balloon?
What about the balloon?
Okay, now after you inhale the balloon,
inhale
you're
balloon of
supposed
what?
to be feeling that feeling.
What do you mean inhale a balloon?
She's talking about nitrous.
You talking about nitrous?
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about ecstasy.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, the way it feels. I know you guys probably won't understand, but that's the only way.
All right, listen, I've done nitrous out of a balloon.
But you have to say nitrous.
You tardo.
Well, I figured you'd know if you've done it. But anyways.
I have done ecstasy too, but we were talking about ecstasy.
Well, I figured you'd figure it out if I
all right, I shouldn't yell at this person.
This is a brain impairment.
I see.
Dealing with.
Okay, but aren't most our callers brain impaired?
Yeah, but this is the typical ecstasy thing.
Oh, okay.
And what happens next is you start to get real paranoid. So imagine talking to somebody with this kind of thought process, pressure, and then paranoid as hell.
All right, I'm sorry, Jessica. I understand you're at a disadvantage.
This is the brain damage that goes on with X, and you're getting
Okay, then with brain damage.
You're getting into it. You're getting in. I know you don't.
Well,
I know you don't perceive it.
Let me explain one of the symptoms. You call up radio shows and they don't know what the F you're talking about for the first 10 minutes. That's one of the manifestations of the brain damage caused by X. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how much X have you done?
A lot.
Just quiet.
Forever, but since I first started.
Okay, so can you stop?
Yeah.
You can?
Oh, yeah, that's what I do have control over it. I actually do want to stop.
Well, can you stop?
Yeah.
Will you stop?
Yeah, I can handle not doing it.
All right, well,
it's always in my face for free.
All right, well, don't do it.
Okay, but I was just, my question is that from
Yes.
Okay.
And it's gonna get a lot worse, and you're gonna end up.
What does that mean? What is it doing? What is that from?
It's from a disruption of the chemistry in your brain.
Okay,
it's a drug.
Okay, and
I destroyed a brain cell or something, or a nerve.
Well, your brain, your brain. Some of it is destruction, some of it is just a disturbance in the brain chemistry, and you're gonna keep going. You're gonna end up in a psychiatric
All right. So
hospital.
what is her plan of action now?
Well, I don't think she can stop. She says she can, but when
is X? How addicting is X?
It's about it's in people that can tolerate it. It's about like speed.
Right.
In other words, certain people really, that becomes their drug of choice and they're addictively prone. That's it. The thing about ecstasy is it kicks the crap out of people so much neurologically that they can't keep doing it. They're just wiped out by it, and they're aware of how damaging it is.
Okay, so hypothetically, first thing she does is stop the X. Then,
when she realizes that she keeps doing it anyway.
Would you shut up? She stops the X.
Well,
then what?
Then we'll see what happens.
Okay, so nothing else.
No.
Scott?
Yeah.
16?
Yep.
What's up?
I'm actually dealing with a sexual harassment case. Last year, I asked this girl in my biology class if she shaved her pubic area.
Mm-hmm.
She filed harassment on me, and so did some other girl who I didn't know. And I got 2 charges of sexual harassment. and the police got involved, and they just decided to start dealing with it last month. And
I don't believe you said that.
And how long was it from the comment?
A year?
well, no, not like a year. It was like second semester.
Just how long?
Last quarter, and I got suspended for 2 months.
Okay, how long has it been, please, since the comment?
I don't know.
Okay. You don't know?
But that's symptomatic of a bigger problem here, don't you think? He's going to say, the reason I was suspended was I made this casual comment, when already we're getting the feeling that there's a bigger thing here.
Scott.
Yeah.
You need to tell me approximately how many months ago you made the comment, or I'm going to hang up on you.
Okay, approximately 6 months.
Ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got suspended, and there was another girl who you don't even know, who you never made any comment to, who also filed for a sexual harassment suit against you.
Yeah.
Now, why would she do something like this if you never spoke to her?
I don't know.
Why would you be suspended for 2 months on a suspicion of something if you were an upstanding sort?
I have no idea. I think it's like I got suspended until further notice. I had to go see 2 psychiatrists. I had to do 2 psychiatric evaluations for each of those guys. And, like, it was basically I had to revolve around their schedule. And if they didn't have time to do it...
Listen, Scott, you're a pain in the ass. And you're a troublemaker.
Of
and
course.
It's not all about this. It's a collection of things.
Right? This is like, why'd you go to jail for 8 years for stealing an Abba Zaba?
Breaking probation.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You've gotten into trouble more than once.
Yeah, I have.
All right,
all the
so you're a
time.
troublemaker.
Yeah, this is just
I'm not a troublemaker.
Yes, you are a
This is-
troublemaker.
Scott, we can tell in 30
I
seconds.
can tell you're a
talking to you.
troublemaker. So what's up? Why are you a troublemaker?
Somebody beat on you when you were growing up or something?
Oh, actually, I did suffer from physical abuse when I was like a little child.
Yeah, I mean, you can sort of feel that already.
Yeah.
The world is constantly still beating on you, even though, the fact that a doctor has doctor's hours and has to see other patients, that puts you off. You're already being abused. You perceive that as abuse.
Okay, so what's up? How are we going to get you to not be a troublemaker?
I just want to know if
We're not going to be able to do that.
I should have to worry about being registered as a sex offender.
I don't know all the... I mean, listen, to hear you say it, you made some sort of blue, offhanded comment. They suspended you for 2 months and made you see a bunch of shrinks and do a battery of tests. We know that's not true.
No,
we know that there's a history of antisocial behavior on your part.
Right.
That
Yeah.
you're not
You're not competent to.
You're not competent to, and this is why they suspended you for 2 months or until further notice.
Would you like to hear the other troubles I've been in?
Sure.
Okay. I got caught smoking pot
Right.
last year, beginning of the year, and I went into a depression.
Right.
And I tried to kill myself, and I had to go to a bunch of other doctors and whatever else. And I had been getting in trouble that year.
All right. Well, here's the question, Scott. I mean, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I would kill myself if I was. Or actually, Drew would beat me to death with his coffee mug if he found out I was an attorney. And I don't know the law, and I don't know your case, but I do know that because somebody beat on you for a while when you were younger, that there's going to be a long life of getting into trouble and getting sort of victimized by the man and the system and all that kind of stuff. And now would be a good place to look into it and see if you could get out of that syndrome so you could enjoy your life, get a good job, have a family and friends, and not go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So start containing impulses, start taking directions, start not feeling as though everybody that is trying to help you is trying to abuse you. It's not the case.
It's gonna be tough, but you have to sort of throw yourself on the mercy of society a little bit here, Scott, and let yourself be helped. I don't know what the exact answer is, but you're going to keep getting into trouble. And you can prevent it, but if you make it someone else's fault all the time,
you can't prevent it.
Then you can't prevent it because what is there to prevent? Everyone's doing things to you.
Yeah, how can you change that?
You're getting suspended for no reason. You're having to go to doctors for no reason. Everything's for no reason.
No, I was suspended for a reason, but I think that I was, withheld or whatever. I wasn't allowed to come back to school.
Well, that's because you have a history of being a troublemaker.
And you have to assume that people are making rational decisions about you and take direction from them and do what you need to do to get back on track.
All right, so what should he do, Drew?
As far as what?
I don't know. Go to some therapy?
I think
find Jesus Christ?
When people are really ready for change, they sort of throw themselves on the mercy of people that are out there to help. And whether it's your teachers or the doctors that have been seeing you, just say, you know what, I'm contemplating changing, and I want to know what I need to do.
All right. And this is why I hate these parents that beat on their kids, because then they create the problem for the rest of us to deal with for the rest of our lives or the rest of their kids' lives.
What did God have in mind when he made the rest of our lives so dependent on everything that happens early? What was the plan?
5 years.
And disproportionately, everything else is affected by the first 10 years.
I don't know what kind of a harebrained scheme God had. He does have a sense of humor. Maybe he's just screwing around with us. He's quite a cut-up, that guy. Chris?
Yeah?
You 19?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, not too much. Just waiting to talk to you guys.
Great.
Here we are.
Okay. Recently, I've been having some, kind of kidney and kind of it feels kind of back towards the kidneys. And then I'm just wondering whether it's muscles and then also up towards, like the liver, kind of up towards rib cage and everything like that.
In your back?
Yeah. And in the front.
And in the front. Why don't you see a doctor?
Why? I don't know. I just taken a lot of protein. Not that it has something to do with that.
No.
What?
Are you lifting weights?
Yeah.
Maybe just hurt your back.
No, it's not that. I've hurt my lower back, but.
Well, it's cancer.
What?
Well, what do you think it is? You said you hurt your lower back. That could be it.
No, because the pain is more upper.
Chris, there's about 800 things this could be. Somebody needs to examine you, start a workup. I'm not going to go through a list of 800 possible diagnoses without even any clue which direction to go because we have no objective data. Go see a doctor and get this evaluated. It's probably nothing.
Drew.
Yeah.
You know when you were younger and you'd be running or jogging, you get that stitch in your side?
Yeah.
How come you don't get that stitch in your side when you're older?
I've wondered myself that. I don't know.
I'm glad you've wondered that because I was wondering that.
Yeah. You get it from walking. You'd walk too far all of a sudden. Ugh.
There's something weird about it was age 12 to 19. You start jogging a little bit, and all of a sudden you get that stitch. Hey, what is that? That pinch right
on the
side.
Right side.
Or right side, whatever.
I still get it all the time.
You get it?
Yeah. Well, you take steroids, though.
Yeah, you're on the juice.
Because I take steroids, that's why? What are you talking about?
You're on the juice. You're eating hockey pucks.
Do I look like I'm on steroids? That's pretty cool.
No, only your hair, really. Yeah, but you don't get that as an adult. You get everything else.
No, you're right.
Why not the stitch?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
All right. Let's talk to, could that be, think how dehydrated you were all the time back then.
Probably has something to do with the metabolic activity of the liver. There's probably a little building proteins and stuff.
But
it's all being torn down when you're our age.
I would think you would never drink water.
No, on the contrary, I drank a crazy water drinker when I was a kid.
Yeah, but look at it this way. When you were a kid, I might have to kick my dad in the nuts one more time, but when you were a kid, you would go to the beach. Let's say you're 13 years old or whatever. You'd go to the beach. You didn't have any, you wouldn't bring anything. You'd bring a towel, maybe bring a radio. You wouldn't have a cooler, would you? Oh, I'm going to kill my parents. God, am I going to kill them.
Oh, yeah.
What was in that cooler?
Liquids. Yeah. Good times. Anyway, back to Chris. It could be, it could be a tumor or something, but it's probably musculoskeletal. It could be kidney stones. It could be gallbladder. It could be
Who brought the cooler?
Who
brought the cooler when you went to the beach?
It's worse. We'd go to somebody's house at the beach.
They bring a cooler out to the sand.
Yeah. Sorry.
Aaron,
Yeah?
you're 18. What's up, baby doll?
Well, I found out today that I'm pregnant, and
boy.
I'm not going to keep it or anything, but
Okay.
I was wondering if there's a
rather than getting like a medical abortion, if there was any sort of like, because I've heard that you can drink teas or something like that that will actually induce a miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the difference is between a miscarriage and an abortion?
You have to put crushed glass in the tea.
Yeah. Difference between a miscarriage and abortion.
The difference?
Yeah.
I don't think there's that much of a difference.
No, there's no difference. There's no
I
difference.
just don't want to go get the whole like.
And don't you think that if there were ways to induce an abortion that
through tea
or through
and by the way,
magic or through
what
spells,
can't tea do?
don't you think that would be everyone that
tea can heal PMS and it can abort?
Right.
And talk about range.
Right. And treat your depression.
Talk about a rangy beverage.
Prevent strokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's it's that it's the wisdom of the middle of the East.
And don't you think, Aaron, if there was some tea you could drink that would induce a miscarriage or abortion, doctors would just use that? Why would they want to use a medication if it's not necessary?
Yeah. How about the fact that you probably wouldn't be able to buy it because there'd be a lawsuit
it's an
the
abortion.
second somebody aborted without wanting to abort.
So, Aaron. No, of course not.
Okay.
Of course not.
So, what do you want to do? You're sure you're month pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
All right. Well, how about you go down to Planned Parenthood and see what's up?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that anyways, but.
All right, good. There you go. It'll be fine. All right, good luck.
All right, good times. You gotta be more careful.
Think about adoption too. It's another possibility.
Wes?
Yeah.
You're 32?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I'm having a hard time dealing with the fact that the guy that killed my mom when I was 14 has a strong chance of getting out of prison here pretty soon.
Was that boyfriend or something?
What's that?
Did he have a relation with your mom?
He's my stepfather.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I knew.
Yeah, that's what's more common.
Yeah, it was just playing the odds for his boyfriend or stepdad or something like that.
He was my stepfather.
He was your stepfather.
Was he strung out on drugs or anything at the time?
He was. I don't know. I haven't talked to him since then. But I do know he was sick. He was probably drinking and smoking pot and doing cocaine.
Well, it's sort of killing people is a speed story. Was it any possibility he's doing speed?
I doubt it. I've never known him to do anything like that.
Yeah, just cocaine and alcohol and pot.
Yeah.
Okay, and he went to prison when you were how old?
14. I was 14 when I found her dead.
Said she killed him at 14, but did he evade the law? Did he this or that? How old?
He ran.
Right. How old was he when he went to prison?
Oh, geez.
Or how old were you? Sorry.
I was 14.
So he killed her and they got him pretty fast.
They got him later that month. Yeah.
All right. And how'd he kill her?
With an ice pick.
Oh my God.
Boy. And hold on a second. I'm not making light of this, but a lot of people get it with an ice pick.
Haven't seen an ice pick.
I haven't seen an ice pick in like 30 years. Like, where these ice picks come from? I'm certainly not bringing one in my house because I know that's how my wife will kill me one day with it. But where are these ice picks coming from? Who's selling them?
They came complimentary with the Basic Instinct DVD.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's good time.
All right. Well, Wes, and so that must have been horrifying for you when you were 14 years old.
It was, considering the fact that I found her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you just came home from school, kind of thing, or?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
boy.
My God.
And did you assume that it was this guy who did it?
When I realized what had happened, I knew exactly who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Had he been abusive before that?
Very.
Oh,
was he abusive to you?
Very.
And
my brother and my mom.
Okay, and now he went to prison for like 18 years.
He got 17 to life.
17 to life.
Yeah.
And now he's getting out.
He's been in since 85.
A couple questions. Is he changed anyway, do you know? I mean, is he in recovery? Is he making amends to people? Does he feel contrite?
Gotta be sober.
I doubt it.
Okay.
But they may think he has, and he may think he has.
All right.
Well, is he up for parole or is he out?
Yes, he is. He's up for parole.
Hasn't he? Has he not been up for parole before?
He has been up for parole 4 other times, and he's been denied all 4 times.
Right. So what makes you think he's getting out this time?
I feel it.
Can you? Well,
that doesn't mean it.
Can you go in there and sort of complain about it, or get an attorney? Or?
Well, I will be and have been at the parole hearing.
Wow.
But in the people that I have been talking to, like the DA, say that there's a possibility he might get out this time. I mean, he is at his minimum sentence.
And
he almost got out last time.
Wow.
And you know that by the number of votes or how it worked?
The DA's telling him.
DA told you that?
The DA told me that, and the parole board told me that.
Mm-hmm. And did he have a history of violence before this?
Yeah.
Find out he had not been divorced from his previous wife, and he had beaten one of his girlfriends with a tire iron. I found all this out in parole hearings. Every time I go, I find out more stuff.
And you can't object. You can't put a plea.
I can say what I want to say.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Well, here's the other thing too. If and when they let this guy go, that's it. I mean, there's no. Is he going to have a parole officer assigned to him? Is he going to be checking in and that sort of stuff?
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Well, Wes, this is
stipulations on the whole thing, but I've dealt with this whole thing on my own all this time, and now that I feel and understand that he might have a good chance of getting out.
Yeah.
I know it's weighing really heavy on me, and and to be honest with you, I feel like I'm starting to freak out about it.
Because you're fantasizing about hurting him, or you're what?
No, not that, because that would be stupid on his level. But it's just weird.
Yeah. Well, so it's not like you think you're going to hurt him or you think he's going to hurt you.
No.
You just it's tearing the scabs off of these wounds, you know, and bringing all this stuff up.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Wes, I got two pieces of advice. Like, one, sorry, but horrible things happen every once in a while, and this is part of the reason why these things are horrible.
This guy, here's the.
All right, number one. Number two, all you can do is work with the DA or an attorney and put together the best presentation you can put together as to why this guy needs to continue to be in prison.
And then stay far away from this guy.
Right. But as far as when you look back on this 10 years from now or 5 years from now, you want to say that you did what you could do. You want to feel satisfied.
Yeah.
You want to talk to somebody, figure out what might compel the parole board to not let him out.
Right.
Do as much as you can do, and then
let it go.
Then you got to let it go, and some therapy and that kind of stuff, obviously, for finding your mom this way and everything. Okay. Can't these guys get killed in prison? Really? You get to get out? You get to kill people and you get to get out? All right. He's probably found Jesus Christ. You know he's found Jesus Christ. You want to find out if he's found Jesus Christ? Wes doesn't seem to know much about him, though. Wes?
Yeah.
Has he found Jesus Christ?
I doubt it.
Well, but you're in these parole hearings. What's he saying? Is he talking about Jesus?
He has always opted not to be there because he knows I'm there.
He doesn't show up for him, huh?
No.
I sort of thought the prisoners were obliged to show up for these things.
No, they have the option up to the door of the hearing.
Is this because he's ashamed to see you?
I think he's scared.
And what do the people who are arguing on his behalf say about him?
That he's doing good and he's earning certificates and he's being a good boy, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's another factor of why I think he might be getting out this time.
Well, Wes, you prepare as best you can and be as compelling as you can in your case, and then that's it. You got to walk away after that. Sorry.
That's what I know. I understand. That's what everyone keeps saying, but I don't know if Dr. Drew or Adam, if you guys have ever been in that situation, but it's kind of hard to walk away from something like that.
No.
And Adam did say maybe you want to get some help for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. A little therapy. Yeah.
Just Adam.
No, someone killed my family. I would have mixed feelings about that.
Joe?
Yes.
You're 24?
Yes.
What's up? I've been bulimic for about a year.
Wow.
And,
You're gay.
Drew, please.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gay?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
No, actually, I'm married and I have a little girl.
All right. Were you bulimic as a young man?
No.
This just came up a year ago?
Yeah.
Anything else? Any body image stuff? Or were you working out or taking steroids or anything like that?
No, I was working out and things like that, but not at the time when everything started. It was progressive. I can't even nail down a date of when it started. It just.
How often do you vomit?
Now?
Sure.
At least 3 to 4 times a day.
So, pretty much after every meal?
Yeah, pretty much. And
It's very unusual.
Yeah.
I'm having some really bad side effects and stuff from it now. I'm just starting to notice.
Well, you can get you can die from this, obviously. But it's interesting. They've recently been reporting middle-aged women manifesting their first episodes of bulimia. I've not seen any reports of men and adult men. It usually starts in adolescence.
Are you emaciated?
No.
Bulimics are usually not.
I've lost 20 pounds since November.
Yeah,
That means that I've gotten better at it. I don't know.
Bulimics aren't, but anorexics are.
Anorexics are thin. Yeah.
Now, what do the anorexics do? They throw up too, though, don't they?
Sometimes it's bulimia, anorexia. They can be both.
Well, what's the bulimia mean?
Bulimia is binging and purging.
Really binge anymore.
What's that?
I don't even really binge anymore.
Wait, you still just throwing up? Well, how much you weigh?
194.
That's what I weigh. How tall are you?
5'6".
It's fine.
So I'm not huge, but I'm definitely a lot more than I want to weigh. It's not about the weight though.
What's going on?
How is it that you keep the weight on though? If you throw up after every single meal,
they binge too.
So you just take in so many calories you can't put them all out. But he said he's not binging
so much.
Yeah.
Okay, you working out?
Like maybe a couple times a week I'll actually binge, but no, I'm not working out right now.
Now, what do you do when you binge?
What do you mean?
What do you eat?
What do you do?
Like a whole box of macaroni and cheese.
Oh, hell. Drew does that staying on his head.
I didn't know that was a binge.
Drink a lot of water and then throw up.
All right. Hold on. You can't count a box of macaroni and cheese as a binge. I tried to do that. On Sunday, and then I found bugs in it.
Oh.
God damn bugs.
But ants?
I'll put some chalk around my mouth.
But so, what is this all about then?
Different bugs. What the hell is going on? Don't they know I'm a millionaire?
What is this all about then? You were going to tell us what it's all about.
I think it's about control, because every time if I get upset or I'm afraid of things or stuff like that, then I get upset.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty complicated, but yeah, there's issues always with that. So what do you want to do here?
I think I'm ready to stop, but I'm not really sure how. I tried going cold turkey, and it's like I get really, really bad heartburn and stuff like that now.
You get heartburn from not throwing up?
Right.
No?
It's
Psychological Drew?
No. It's probably esophageal spasm or something. But
I get really bad hiccups and stuff, too, after I eat.
Yeah, boy.
It's trying to come back up.
Yeah. All right, so what's you need to do, Drew?
You need to get treatment, Joe. It's like any other compulsive or addictive behavior. It's not likely to stop on its own. I think it'd be reasonable to get some individual psychotherapy and see if somebody... I don't know that you necessarily need to go into an organized eating disorder program, though that would be optimal. If you've got a life-threatening problem here, you got to take it serious. You got a child now. Let's deal with it.
I haven't thrown up in a while.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
Yeah, I never get sick. I mean, I throw up because of booze,
Yeah.
But it's probably been about 35, 40 times in my life. I've probably blew some chow. It's probably been a year and a half, couple of years. Doing pretty good for myself, huh?
That one illness I had, remember I was out about 6 weeks ago?
Yeah.
That started with vomiting.
Really? Yeah, I didn't get sick. Go ahead, Stella.
Okay, about a year ago, I decided to change my life. I've been a drug user for about 5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Since you were 12?
13.
Wow.
All right.
And I've done a lot of crystal and stuff, so I decided to change and tell my parents and everything.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And so a day before I was going to leave and everything, I was trying to find my boyfriend to say bye, again.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out he killed himself, whatever.
Your boyfriend?
So I went to rehab anyways, but I just stayed there 21 days.
Well, hold on. Your boyfriend killed himself.
Yes.
While he was your boyfriend, or you broken up? When's the last time you saw him before he killed himself?
Excuse me?
Had you seen him every day?
I was seeing him he lives like 2 houses away.
Wow. Was he a drug addict too?
Yes.
Was it an accidental death?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Well, drug addicts die.
Kill yourself. You do it on purpose.
Maybe an overdose sometime. Anyway, so you went to rehab and?
I didn't finish it, and now everything's like, oh God, I don't know what to do anymore.
Go back to treatment. Get to a meeting. Get calls to get a sponsor, or call your old sponsor. Get going again.
Like, it's really hard because my parents, like, they support me and everything, but at the same time, they're really lazy, you know?
Well, they support. What do you want them to do? Go into rehab for you?
Yeah, you've got to do it yourself, unfortunately.
They support you.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Just go.
Call your sponsor. Do you have a sponsor?
No, I don't.
How come you didn't have a sponsor in the first place?
I wasn't there that much, I guess. I don't know.
So you didn't do anything in treatment, right?
I started it, but I didn't finish it.
But you didn't do anything. You didn't do a first
anything.
step. You didn't get a sponsor. You didn't do anything,
All right. You got to get involved in your own treatment.
Yeah, go to NA, raise your hand as a newcomer, tell them you need a sponsor, and just start going.
Could you do that?
It's like really hard. Like, now everything's changed. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, I want to go back in it, but I want to quit, but I don't know what the fuck. Sorry.
Drop the F-bomb on the air. And casually,
Listen,
too.
I understand that you're confused and ambivalent. Go to an NA meeting, raise your hand as a newcomer. And if you can't do that, go back to treatment. There's nothing your parents can do. You got to do it for yourself.
I saw a whole special on Dateline. I watch all those news magazines, 2020 and Dateline,
I've got
and 60 Minutes.
I've got
and
a
60 Minutes 2, and I watch all that stuff. What do you got?
I got one coming on. What is it?
No,
I do. We filmed it last summer on.
Never heard of it.
Treating a couple of opiate addicts. It really came out good.
Really?
Yeah.
When's that? That thing.
Yeah, it still hasn't aired yet.
Jesus, you were in you were still
sixth grade. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. I'm not here to talk about you.
Nightline.
Nightline.
Was that
no? Dateline.
What's the ABC one?
I don't know.
All right. Anyway.
Listen. 2020.
Downtown.
2020.
2020.
There's a sort of downtown show.
Yeah.
All right. When's this thing coming out?
I'll tell you. I'll let you know when I get a date.
All right. Well, quiet until then. Okay. Here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I was watching a Dateline, and they had these poor these families they talked to. Kids killed themselves. Very apparently a little bit of an epidemic. These college students just killing themselves, sort of spontaneously. Not years of depression. You
know what I hear immediately.
Now I know what you hear, but here's what I hear. Well, first off, wait a minute.
Oh, that's what I hear.
Yeah,
it's good.
A little fart go. Yeah, Chris likes a little fart. Don't talk. Okay, here's the thing. Hold on. Nothing. Yeah. I got nothing. Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. They do the whole thing, and it makes a story. They're bright kids. Their parents love them. They're going off to college. The parents are visiting. There's pictures of them on, Parent Day, and they're visiting, and popular and good-looking. And both the kids that they profiled were good-looking. They were young. One had like a hot girlfriend. The whole thing, fraternity, this and that. Nice guy. Pow. Fails a class or gets close to failing or something and just kills himself sort of spontaneously. And then, so I was watching it and I was thinking, oh, well, please, they were depressed for years and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, well, here's the thing. My mom was depressed. She locked herself in a room for 15 years. She never killed herself.
Right.
And people do that. Like, oh, where were the warning signs? We blame ourselves. Where are the warning signs? If that were true, like I said, I should have been on the phone with the suicide hotline every 10 minutes my entire childhood.
Right.
Somehow, oftentimes, like this is just depressed people. They're just depressed. They don't kill themselves. So the whole warning sign thing is kind of weird. And I feel horrible for these families because they're like, we should have known. We should have done something. Meanwhile, they had like Mexico vacations planned with the one kid that didn't show up. It's like I was watching that. I get mad at my parents. I watch NASCAR. I get mad at my dad. I watch anything. I watch the test pattern with the Indian. It makes me angry. But the thing is like they're going, what could we have done? We should have known. We were supposed to meet her in Puerto Vallarta for her spring break vacation. She didn't show. And I was thinking, how can you blame yourself? I mean, yeah, there are things maybe you could have done, but the kid was off at college. The kid, you're paying for everything. The kid was going on a vacation with you. I mean, if this is the way it went, my sister should have killed herself like 30 times.
Right.
Like from age 11 to maybe
If there were things you could have
21.
done. Yeah.
Or if there are things you did to get them to kill themselves, like I wasn't there enough or whatever. Is there a certain percentage of society, by the way, that just is going to kill themselves? And
I don't know how to answer that.
Okay, how about the whole people and when you're 18 or 19, you will do stupid things quickly.
Yes.
You will have a couple of beers and think it's a good idea to jump off the roof into the
That's
swimming pool.
the key. When I hear a sudden suicidal act in a 18 to 22-year-old, drugs. So that's
I know.
End of story.
I know.
End of
And
story.
I look, and they never, obviously, it never came up and whatever. And they interviewed the guy's friends and they did the whole thing and everyone's friends. And it didn't seem to be anything. I'm sure there was some drugs around. Now, quiet down, because everyone does drugs in college.
No, I know. And some people have horrible reactions to them. And, there you go. The reality is, though, listen, the thing about people when drugs is when there's drugs involved, people lie their ass off. And I know, I just like you and I play Karnak here in this show, I know what the truth is, or I can just smell it on people. And you have to go, no, it's not what happened. Here's what happened. And otherwise, they're going to BS you, and that's going to be the story on the news now.
All right, so you think this is drugs?
I think hallucinogens can do this, speed can do this, opiates can do this, alcohol can do this. And even when they're not even addictive, just as an acute reaction.
No, what are they supposed to do? Just breathe the air and drink tap water?
Well, it's
They're
still
in college,
legal.
for Christ's
Still
sake.
pot and cocaine.
Kid went to Arizona State. Got to do something.
Strike 3.
Yeah. Okay. So here's
What's the other guy? San Diego State?
No,
no party there. No.
She went. She went to the school in like it was beyond Santa Barbara. It was even better. It was a comical school.
And this is not.
No, I just mean it was UC Morro Bay.
Right.
Like I mean literally.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, there's a school at the it's in Hearst Castle. Like, I was like, oh my God. Believe, but look. Here's the thing: they didn't talk about drugs. No one embraced. They interviewed everybody. No one. The word drugs never came up. I'm thinking it would have, but if there was something. But the point is there's certain people who will, if there's a gun nearby, if depression sets in, they'll just they will just do it. And the whole why, and why didn't we see the warning signs? We didn't see the warning signs.
There weren't any.
Because there weren't any warning signs.
Right.
And by the way, if everyone has said, "Oh, I'm having a rough day," or "I'm pissed off," or "I'm staying in tonight," you guys go on them. You'd be on the phone all day long.
Yeah, there are warning signs, but very few people actually manifest them. That's why some people, when they're depressed, are very dangerous.
Yeah.
There are people that we take care of for depression, and we say to ourselves, "This one's dangerous because this one will not warn us. He'll just do it."
Right.
That's nothing you can do about that.
Well, let's take a break, Drew.
Yep.
I'm gonna need you to kill yourself during the break, just because I'm trying to prove a point.
I need to give you some warning signs first.
Okay.
I'm giving away my stuff.
I should have known.
My keys.
I should know.
And here's my guilty paperwork.
Well, that got it started. We'll take a.
Now I'm gonna kill myself.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Dude, you got issues.
Call Loveline.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody, it's Adam.
And I'm Dr. Drew.
Here to talk about Axe deodorant body spray.
Yes, sir.
You spray that on, you give stink the Axe.
I don't know. Maybe it was you, but it could have been you. Could have been you.
Brian keeps talking about line 2 being the greatest call ever. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. So anyway, Drew.
Let's reset that stuff.
Just summer.
Let's first of all say we're not disparaging those parents, and our heart goes out. You know what I mean?
We weren't talking smack on the air. That was during where we're taking the tinkle.
Oh, okay. Well, just to clear my.
No, here's what I'm saying to the parents that sit around and kick themselves. If there's ever anybody who's done, why didn't I do more? Why didn't I do that? The person killed themselves.
Yeah, there's no warning.
And like I said, the warning signs.
And all I'm saying about drugs and alcohol is that's an important thing to address early in college. And there are, at 18, when people, that first year of college, something like 30% of college students do not get past the first year of college.
Really?
A lot of depression, a lot of stuff goes on that year.
Here's what I'm saying to you, Drew.
Yeah.
Not as a partner, but as a
human being.
Well, I was going to say sort of friend. but not a close friend, but as someone who knows you.
You're getting weird now.
And you're friendly with,
Yeah.
but not tight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we might go out to lunch, but we wouldn't see a movie.
Yeah.
That kind of, okay. You're going to put the screws to those kids. You're going to freak them out. You got to give them a little breathing
No,
room.
I know.
One of your kids going to get a B and kill themselves. You're going to put too much pressure on them. Give them a little, let them do their
absolutely.
thing. Let them find their way.
Absolutely.
You're going to freak them out. They'll jump off the bell tower at the college.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know.
Huh.
Well, that's what you say. Meanwhile, you're going to put the screws to them and freak them out.
Here's the subtle part. I'm always telling them, hey, just take it easy. Just, can we help you?
I know, but you're cracking the whip with the other hand.
That's what internally I wonder if they I'm so intense already where they take that on.
So let them find their way. They'll go to a good college. They'll be fine.
You're right.
Gomez?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, but it's hard to hear it. I can you need to increase my volume, but hold on, my phone's still wired. Yeah, I can hear you, but it's just hard to hear you. Realize we got to speak up.
All right, there, buddy. What's happening?
All right, buddy, I hear you easy now. Come on, I hear you. Keep that tone up. I can hear you. Keep that volume up. I'm live. So, Roger, Charlie. Now, what you want to talk about? Which kind of tactical operation you want to talk about?
Hold on a second. I think I just bought some livestock.
Well, that is either speed or bipolar manic.
Well, let's
That's
hope.
what that is.
I hope it's both.
No, that's military. Top line military.
Top line. What service? What branch were you in?
No, neither. I'm ex-airborne ranger. Pat Tillman, the guy that died.
Motivate.
And then I went to bomb squad, EOD in D.C. I'm over every federal agency under the sun back when I was 22. I'm 35 years old. My date of birth is 4/36/69. I'm a top line. I'm all alive and nothing to do with it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're trained with weapons.
Well, Adam, it sounds like you.
I don't know. Pat Tillman, the guy that died. I'm an airborne ranger. I served headquarters back. I went in August 18th. I can tell you anything. What do you know?
Gomez, I can't believe you haven't been called up into Iraq.
I'm trying to call you up. I got to have more terrorists in the wire. I can't believe. You can go on my website. Can you online? You're on website www.gomezgov.tk. Can you pull up that? Come on.
Yeah.
I don't believe everything happens for a reason. Come on. I want to talk to you. Let's see 5.0. This is the first adult conversation we had in Loveline since ever. I've not heard through us. Come on. I'm a doctor. I deal with doctors who can take every pathway because if they can't read your signature, sometimes they can't understand what I say, but we can still process the data. You're a doctor. We got Dr. Drew. I don't care what he is. He's still a doctor, and I can talk to a doctor. I can read the code. I understand.
I've never heard the guy do someone else do the lightning round.
No, this is mania. And
This
listen,
mania?
these guys. Hey, watch this. Gomez.
Well, Drew can't.
No, I cut him down. He cursed too much.
Okay.
Oh, did he curse?
We didn't hear cursing.
Twice.
What word did he use? And by the way, Drew, you don't know when the caller gets potted down? You're just talking to him?
He used at least the F word. I dumped the whole thing because I thought he said something else too. He was going too fast for me. I couldn't keep up.
Well, I didn't hear the F word.
I didn't either.
He said it was the greatest effing call he's ever done or something like that.
It's so fast you could easily miss it.
I know, but if you could easily miss it,
that's
then
called,
who cares?
Okay, that's called pressured speech. It's pressured. It's like it's going with pressure.
Some guys just have a gift for gab.
It's derailed thought process, tangential thoughts. They don't necessarily connect.
I followed him. He was airborne, like Pat Tillman was.
He told Brian that he's doing speed right now.
Yeah, well, it's either speed or bipolar manic. And one of the interesting things about these guys is when you ask them, one of the sort of characteristic phrases they'll tell you is that they figured it out. Let's ask Gomez if he figured it out.
Drew, have you ever been right? That's my characteristic phrase for you.
You're right.
He's still talking.
Ever been right? Oh, by the way, it was 15 seconds of dead air, and Drew's like, "All right, Gomez, now that you're listening."
No, I figured it's potted down, but I thought you'd pot him back up again.
He's back up.
No, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gomez, you cannot use
I'm not using nothing. That's right.
foul language on the
I
air.
didn't use nothing. That's right. You didn't do that.
We will hang up on you. If
Are you
do
supposed
that.
to be taking?
He said it twice more.
He did not.
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying that because you can't understand a word the man's
Oh, okay. Anderson, please let him just amble on. Gomez?
Yeah, I hear you, but I barely heard what you said.
Gomez, are you supposed to be taking some medication?
No, I'm not. If you need to go slower, I can go slower.
Thank you.
You comment about the last customer not being able to talk fast enough, so I'm not my fault. It's
a good
I
point.
know how fast your audio
Have you sort of figured things out, Gomez?
Well, no, I just figured out by listening to you talking in the background that it's hard for you to understand how fast I talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I don't know what everybody else is. I hear you complain about how long the delay is for that girl. She hesitated and didn't know how fast. So I don't know how fast you want it back in your face.
See all those tangential.
I'm following him. I missed Speedy Gomez's.
No, listen. Am I
Gomez
asking you
Alice?
something?
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to do with speed. It has to be able to. It has to deal with how fast it flies. That technology, a T1 line. How fast can you push your keys?
All
How
right.
fast can your T1 line? Internet. Where do you want to go today?
Well, I'd like to go to Saneville.
Okay, gone. Go to
All right.
www.gomez, G-O-M-E,
Okay.
my name, .tk.
Right. What do you do for a living, Gomez?
Enjoy myself.
Enjoy
As much as possible.
yourself. But what do you do for a job?
Well, I don't need a job.
Why
I'm
not?
ex-military. Why do I need a job? I have a job in my Bible. A Job. Yeah, come on, get the next question. I enjoy myself. I'm ex-military. What do I need to work for?
So are you disabled?
No, have I got a VA and get my seal? Nah.
Well, when you're in the military, you get paid like $800 a month for 4 years.
I was the top line. I worked in D.C. during the Gulf War. I was the top. I worked for every federal agency in the
All right, but don't you?
No, it's not about what. It's what can I do. Once you work for everybody, and during Gulf War, I was Gulf War. Pat Tillman, the Arizona football player.
Yeah, they've not brought him up before. That's interesting.
Yeah, but he turned out $3.4 million. He should have kept his day job. See, in Latin, it's sua sponte.
Right.
Of your own accord.
Well, sometimes they play night games, but
because you do it.
okay.
So quickly.
Hey, Gomez, where do you live?
Where do I live? Where? I can't hear you.
You just asked.
You repeated the question.
You have to speak up when you want to interject.
Where do you
I live?
Where do you live?
Where I am? I don't know. I know weekly rental. It's like $220 for this terrible place. It's run by and people that some of it.
Weekly rental. And where do you get the money? Where do you get the money for the weekly rental?
Minimum wage actually is nothing. Minimum wage you can pay your rental, but I don't need. I get money. Money you can go. America's a throwaway society.
Do you work?
America? No, 16 cans of aluminum get you $1.10, and that's something like that in California, correct?
Yeah,
What's a pound
all
of
right.
aluminum go for in California?
Well,
you collect
Drew and I focus on the 2-liter bottles.
Trash, though. Come on, you go think, guys. Sopranos, waste management. If I'm a recycler, I recycle. I'm a recycler.
Okay.
I'm environmental.
All right, that's good. All right.
Collects cans.
Everywhere.
All right, collect cans.
Hey, come on, back to Drew's ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I have more officers respond to me, and I'm saying where terrorists are, where chop shops are, and where drugs are. And see, your doctor out there is doing 7 miles an hour in a no zone.
Well, how are the terrorists going to strike next?
Oh, well, how would I do it if I was going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, if I was going to be Bin Laden, what I would have done.
Hold on a second. I'm guessing Gomez would take a shopping cart and load it full of fertilizer and recyclables, and just ram it into a flop house.
That'd be it.
because you got to go for what you know. How would you do it, Gomez?
I don't know. See, now this is an NSA policy. I don't know how much you want to give away. I can tell you for real if I was this, but I don't know. Now it's a question.
What is it? Why is that the cornerstone of crazy? Which is, I got information. I know it's delusional. I could tell you about this. Meanwhile, I'm sleeping on an army cot in my shoes, by the way, every night. But I got information the government needs.
Right.
Why is that? Is it the equivalent, Drew, to the people that are into reincarnation and they were nobility? The last one, they're never. It's always
a little closer to Napoleon.
Yeah, when you go crazy, you always trade up. You always go crazy up.
Grandiosity is always a grandiose component.
Yeah. All right, Gomez. Sorry, buddy. We got to take a break. Hang on, though. We're going to give you a shout out and say bye to you after this.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the...
All right. Well, that's it, everybody. That's the show.
No, see, they disconnected from us.
Oh.
We wanted to talk to Gomez.
I want to say
again.
bye to Gomez.
Yeah, somebody disconnected us.
I want to say bye.
No, we can't.
We can't. I tried to do it. I tried to do it with telepathy.
I'm here. I hear you.
All right, Gomez.
I hear you.
Here, buddy.
Listen. 10th or 11th? Let me ask
It's now the 11th. Now listen. Stay on your meds.
No, come on. You talk about 11th. Let me speak for the 11th. This is
Godspeed.
AHA. I'm reading the 11th. It says removing the ground glass. Now, we're doing 12-step program.
Good.
All right, 13th step is us getting off the air. All right, stay in that 12th step and remove that brown glass and pot him down. Thank you. All right, we're going to go take a little break. We'll be back tomorrow night. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or the station. The producer for Loveline is Angled. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.